Thank you for everything, mate. Hello then, viewers. Welcome back to the final season of Glory Hunter. It's been an over 200 episode journey. Thank you for joining me on it. Hopefully you're now part of this final season as we try and tackle Ligue 1 and win the French League to complete the domestic side of Glory Hunter. That's right. That's our only bet right now. I'd love to be able to bring you the World Cup right now, but sadly that's happened and we weren't involved. Typically, two teams that we've managed previously in the final. So that's the way it works, isn't it? And this final season of Glory Hunter isn't without a little bit of dramatic pause and effect as we move forward. I don't have the histories of players. All I know is that at some point in this season, in January, the histories of all the players that we have gone, completely gone. There's some new names here I'm sure you're going to recognise. But we use Yanchev as our example. The only season that exists is the season that we're in right now. I've contacted SI so far, no one's got back to me, so I don't really know what's going on. It's just a nightmare of epic proportions. Now, of course, when it comes to looking back through the years at Glory Hunter, we can absolutely do that because we can do it via those old game files that I have. I've searched back through about 6 files I've got because I roll saves. And I don't know if it was like cloud related or what, but regardless, on the surface, it doesn't really matter. It's made signing players very, very difficult and quite interesting. As a result, I've got no stats tree to go off. I'm just basing it off attributes and if I think they're going to fit the team. So let's waste no more time. Let's run you through the lineup that we've got so far, with still some more to do as, our final season with Marseille. Ligue 1, that's what we want. Can we do it? Play Lyon later as well. So drama to continue. So let's start with a few of the outs then, and the first thing to note really is actually that a few players have left on free transfers. It might actually be under the released, so it should be, you can see there the big one, Inzaghi, gone, a player that we had at the very start of the save. Of course his history is no more, but yeah, it's very, very strange. So Inzaghi's left, he was on a big wage, it didn't really make sense to keep him around, so we decided to let him go. Best for everyone, we thought. In terms of some of the other exits then, the big one, I'll say the big one, Passy and Velbor have both gone. Goalkeeper, defender that barely played as well. Just take my word for it. You didn't see him much. You probably figured it out. And Diallo's gone as well. Big move, gone back to Spain where he's been pretty successful in the past. Of course, we had him at numerous clubs, Dortmund, Valencia, actually not Dortmund, Leipzig, Valencia. Sorry, I know it was Germany somewhere. And he's left us £20 million, a pretty good fee. I wish him the best in Sevilla. Why? I click it if you as I tweeted out. Thank goodness this happened in season 20 rather than season 10 because that would be really quite a problem. So we've brought in 7 new players who've spent, as you can see, quite a lot of money. 117 million spent, only 30 million or so being brought in. So let's go through the players then that we've brought to hopefully push us over the line and get us that league title. All right then. So kicking off with the first one then, a loanee from Leicester, Akeem, with a tricky surname. I won't embarrass him or embarrass me. A really good left back actually, really solid in both their technical, mental, and physical. Split that out, Ben. Technical, physical, and mental attributes. Physically especially, really, really strong. 6'1". Should be a good backup option actually to Lucas at left back. So really happy with this. Next up, and I just thought this would be kind of cool, viewers. Jude Bellingham at 35 years of age, 136 caps for England, can play pretty much everywhere, and I mean everywhere. He's still pretty decent. Like, he could definitely occupy a central midfield spot. I want to bring a bit of experience in. Of course, we're in the Champions League this year. I wanted to have some players that could play in that and not feel too overawed by it, and Jude Bellingham was a massive factor. 35, of course, physically not as good, but I've brought in a 34-year-old who physically is still tremendous. But a free transfer, good. The next one, Osvaldo Panico. Now, this is lovely. It's got 1 cap for Italy. Shout out to, I did that. So there he is then. Marseille's very own 35-year-old Italian. And if I go to milestones, you can probably figure out why he's here with us. Of course, a regen, starts as a youth development player at Inter and comes through in our very first year. Of course, Inzaghi did as well, but Osvaldo Panico, I always wondered if I'd see him again in the future, and well, we have done. He's been around a little bit, mainly in Spain, also, that's what I say, mainly in Italy, entirely in Italy, and we've brought him across on a free transfer. Osvaldo Panico, I always knew we'd reunite at some point, and this is that place. Just a good backup keeper. Fine, not a problem. All right then, these next 4, now, this is where it gets a little bit more serious. Those first few, good backup players, that's what we needed. These next ones, we've brought in some good uns. Sharon's not happy, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Now, the first one, hopefully, if you've cast your minds back to when we've been Italy managers, whether we managed in Arsenal for a little bit, at Arsenal for a little bit, Chelsea, Manchester United, both had Zagrino, I'm pretty sure, and he was a player that I massively admired and thought, blimey, if I ever manage him, things have gone all right. Well, we are going to manage him. As 5'6", 34 years of age, 153 caps. I mentioned like Jude Bellingham, a little bit older than this physically. I'd say Zagrino's still good enough to start and probably will start as well. We've got a few options in the middle now. Again, if you look at milestones, you can see he's been at Manchester United, been at Chelsea, started at Atalanta. Yeah, really, really good player. So the fact we've got him, he spent 12 years at Chelsea in the end. It's a shame we can't see what he achieved, really. But yeah, coming off the back of an international tournament win, World Cup winner, Mirko Zagrino comes in. Welcome, my friend. You are going to be, look at the mentals, viewers. You're going to be fantastic. Pointed there. So we are, look at them. All right, next up, Stefan Louis Jean, 28.5 million. And this is the one which to me feels like a bit of a gamble because I can't actually see what he did last year. The 32-year-old Frenchman, I think, is set to have one final renaissance, which sounds French, doesn't it? 18 caps for France. Has come, actually, if you look at his part again, milestones is the way we're going to have to do this. He's been all around. You can see some big places. We've probably played against him in the past and not really noticed it. But yeah, Schalke, Bayern, Paris Saint-Germain, more recently Real Madrid. So we probably played against him, definitely in Germany and certainly in Spain as well when we were at Valencia. So yeah, maybe familiar to one or two of you. Bringing him in, obviously, to play sort of with Ludwig. He's going to play when Ludwig doesn't, or he's going to play instead of Ludwig. I've not really decided yet. We're still going to have to figure that out. But yeah, welcome to the club, mate. Last season with us. He's got 2 years on his contract. But yeah, I think this is going to be a decent acquisition. Left wingers were incredibly difficult to pick up for good value. Incredibly difficult. Now, I mentioned that defensively we had a few issues, and you're probably thinking, right, Ben, I've seen a lot of these. You've bought one defender, and it's a lonely left back that won't start. You're not wrong. So I went and spent out £77.5 million on two Titanic centre-backs, both 30 plus years of age, but both definitely worth getting in. The first one then, Matteo Nutti, 31 Italian. You can just see why I've bought him. Left-sided centre-back, really, really good. 5'11", not too worried about that, to be honest. I think he's got, again, really good mental attributes. Physically still brilliant for 31. So, look, this is hopefully going to make us that little bit stronger at the back, and I figured he needed a partner, so we'll waste no time on that. We'll bring you straight to him, as it takes a little while these days. Hayden Rendell from Newcastle, £42 million. Again, a really solid acquisition. Right-sided. Can play either, but 6'7", viewers. Oh, now you're excited, aren't you? Of course you are. Physically still really good at 30. Mentally, technically, definitely got the attributes that we're looking for in this side. Again, another player that's been at Newcastle for his entire career. Let's move on. Newcastle saves and me, and we'll do a video about that soon. Actually, tomorrow. So, yeah. Tomorrow. So with those acquisitions, you're going to see what I've done. This is the system, largely, I think we're going to play. Again, the question over Ludwig or Louis Jean, I'm not too sure yet. Colasso will remain in goal. Right back. Now, of course, Goni can play there, but I'm questioning whether, because of his physical presence, because of his mental attributes, if Samir Hafidi is going to be our option at right back for the foreseeable future. He can definitely play it. He can play it pretty well. So, again, a decision to be made there, really. We haven't got long to consider that, really. Crispin's still here as well. He's likely to be sold as, Goni is the only other option. It's him or Hafidi. It's pretty close. I think, again, the physicality of Hafidi just wins it for me right now. And I could, again, right back, left wingers. Those were the two positions. In fact, I couldn't bring anybody in of real quality. So that's what we've had to do. Centre-back wise, we can change these up now as they've become newly formed partners. Rendell and Nutti are going to be there. We've got Lucas at left back. Lejeune in the centre now. I've had some massive bids for Lejeune. Up to 97 million at one point, but not straight cash. If it was 97 million straight cash, we probably would have sold Lejeune. We love Lejeune, but it would have probably been too good to turn down. Zagrino to come in next to him. The unlucky manner in that really is Mahoz, who will definitely feature more for me as we continue forward this season. He's going to be a massive part of this team, I'm sure. But Zagrino's going to get the start. In fact, maybe not get the start, you know. With how Mahoz was last season, I think Zagrino, they've got a partnership. He should maybe be the back. I'm reconsidering. But then I see those mentals and some of those technicals, and I think, how am I not starting this player? Oh, God. Ruiz continues on the right-hand side. He's the victim of this history bug, really, out of everyone, because it'll be forgotten. Hopefully it won't be forgotten. Season 19, remember Artur Ruiz. You can see they're gone forever, but we know how good he was. Hopefully he continues it this season. Louis Jean. And Ortiz is going to get the nod ahead of Emmanuel this season. So far, Couldn't find a striker that made sense, but I've got a 4-star, based on this, a 4-star current ability striker here who I think is going to bag a lot of goals for me. 25 plus is my hope this season. So let's see if he can do it. And of course, the good news from that really is that Emmanuel and Akiza don't get in the side and are both really good to bring on. You look at our bench now, definitely improving. Shelton, Ludwig, Zagrino, Akiza, Emmanuel. That, if that's not a team of champions, it's a bench of champions maybe in this division. So yeah, definitely got options now to change things up if we need to, and I feel confident about this upcoming season. So without any further ado, let's play Lyon and see how we do in our first league game of the season. Worth noting, we've played the French equivalency of the champion of the Community Shield. I think we lost to Paris Saint-Germain. It happens. I'm not going to dwell on it too much, viewers. All right then, let's play Lyon. It's the first day of the season. Paris Saint-Germain at home to Nimes. Of course, they're probably going to be our closest challengers, and keep an eye on what Monaco do this season, as well as Vafsi. There have been two sides that have been battling for league titles in the past, so hopefully we can keep them at bay, get a good start, beat Lyon. It's a closely contested battle through the seasons. The problem is our morale right now, not great, and that's completely to do with the fact we lost the Super Cup or the Community Shield, so not great. I'm just using names that obviously aren't the French naming of it, because the French naming of it is very fancy, and I've not learnt that. I've only been in it once. Not had time, viewers. Not had time. There they are then. They've got a player called Diego. Oh, God. John Diego, we'll call him. Zugobi up front looks good. A lot resting on the shoulders of Ortiz. Of course, we looked at getting Diego back. We looked at getting Philip Gabriel on loan, but when he's worth 90 million, that's not really an option. So here we go then. Kicking off our final season of Glory Hunter. Can we complete the domestic journey and get that final trophy, or will it elude me forever? That's the question, isn't it? Will it elude me forever? As we've got a corner very early on. Burn plays the ball in. Knocked down Ruiz. Is it on? It's going to count. Wow, it looked offside to me. Artur Ruiz, though, starting this season as he did the last. That's what you want to see. Marseille 1, Lyon 0. Bob's your uncle. That just felt right, viewers. Don't even know why I said it, really. Headed down. Ruiz, you can see he was onside. That defender was playing on the line and kept him on. And we do again. Take the look. Here we go. Free kick. Burn whipped in. Back post. Rendell's there. We are the champions. Sing it, viewers. Sing it with me. My friends. Boom. Boom. And we'll keep on fighting till season 20. Do. I've improved that, if anything. All right, the R&R connection. Ruiz and Rendell getting the goals early, and Paris Saint-Germain being held at Nimes. They're in the mud, viewers. They're in the mud. They've scored. Cristiano, former player of mine. But are they beating Lyon? No, they're not, viewers. And are Lyon actually quite good? Yes, they are, viewers. As we're bringing it forward here, Lucas finds Ruiz. And I'm hoping Ruiz has an equally good season. If he doesn't, then I don't really know what happens. Emmanuel plays a lot, I guess. But yeah, a surprise season from him last season. If he could do it again this year, goodness me, we are really on for it. Especially if we just start scoring loads of goals. Defensively strong. Lyon, by the way, look at our defence. I mean, who put that together? This guy. I'm very pleased with the way things are going. Come on, final season. Hopefully there's a few of you that have come back for the final season to see if we can win Ligue 1. Of course, the fairy tale is that we do it, and the team that we have to beat is going to be, in my opinion, will be PSG. So I guess we'll see. Hopefully they fall off a little bit. They're getting older. We can only hope, viewers. And this is the final season of Glory Hunter. What comes after this, viewers? Well, we'll do a video on that soon. As Safidi's ball in, it's a dangerous delivery. I tell you what, he's impressing me so far at right back. I must say, Lejeune on it, pressing either flank now. Lucas forward again. Ortiz is there. Oh, wouldn't it have been nice for him to start with a goal? Now, so far, Leon have had one shot, not on target. We've had 16, 9 on target. We're 2-0 up, viewers. Now, ordinarily, I'd sit back, relax, so finish off my blackcurrant juice. But I feel nervous. I don't know why. 15 minutes to go. Emmanuel's coming on. Ortiz going off. It's a straight swap. It's this is going to be... I'll tell you now, viewers, this could be magical. And I don't know. I don't even know if we're going to win it. But I do enjoy the boys. I do like the team. I think we've got a good thing going here. I think we've got every chance at winning the title. As Ruiz flicks it on, Emmanuel's just come in, viewers. Every switch I do. One final time. Emmanuel. It's not the same, is it? Come on. Diego. 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 The time is nearly over, viewers. What a start to the season this is. Lyon not even registering a shot on target. It's Marseille 3, Lyon 0. Hopefully they're not a contender this season. And let's just, well, have a check at what obviously PSG did. But what a start. Perfect start. The new boys doing the business. Let's take a look then. And let's see. Paris Saint-Germain, they won their game. Of course they did. As did Vafsi, as did Monaco. A few early contenders then. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting season. I'll join you in the future. Obviously the Champions League I'm so less bothered about. The PSG game I notice is there. I think Monaco and Lens, that might be the one for us then around that period of time before PSG and Nice. I think it's all coming together, viewers. I'll see you for it then. If you enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like on it. If you're sad about Diego, leave your respects in the comments and I'll see you again soon. We love with care. For special next time. The final season starts now and it's going to be emotional.